So welcome everybody to this latest GCSE revision video on 162 Maths. In this video we'll be going over an AQA topic test on the higher syllabus with a focus on equations. Now there will be a copy of the questions for you to download in the description below for you to have an attempt before we work through and watch this video going through the answers. So let's get started on this AQA topic test on the higher syllabus on equations. So looking at question 1, it says that this formula is used to work out the cost of £C of tiling a floor with N tiles, and it says 56 tiles are needed to tile the floor. Can the floor be tiled in less than £275? So for this, all we need to do is substitute N equals 56 into this formula. So here I've got 25 plus, and it's 9 times 56 all divided by 2. Now it doesn't really mention whether this is a calculator paper or a non-calculator, but if we did 9 times 56 you should have an answer of 504, and then if we did 504 divided by 2 we should have an answer of 252. So from this all we then need to do is 25 plus 252, which equals 277. So can the floor be tiled for less than 275? The answer is no, it cannot. Oh, don't know why I put two N's. Let's just get rid of one of them. And there we go. So moving on to question 2, it says check if minus 2 and 2 are solutions to the equation. So let's check it with substituting x equals minus 2. So what we've got is we've got x cubed equals, and then we've got 12 lots of minus 2, or actually let's write this down. So we've got minus 2 cubed and then minus 2 plus 40. So let's substitute this in. So here I get minus 8 equals, and then minus 24 plus 40, which then becomes minus 8 equals, and minus 24 plus 40 is 16. And minus 8 is not equal to 4, so then there is no. Then if we check x equals positive 2, and let me just write that properly. So x equals 2, so I'm substituting 2 cubed equals, and then it's 12 times 2, and put that extra bracket there, so let's just get rid of that, times 2 plus 40, in which I've got 8 equals, and then 24 plus 640, which is 8 equals the square root of 64, which is true, so this one is equal, and so this one is yes. So basically 8 is a solution, but 2 is a solution, I should say, but minus 2 is. Moving on to question 3, it says solve this equation. So what we need to do is basically we need to try and get both of them written as a fraction. So we need to convert this plus 2 as it's a fraction where the denominator is 3. So that's going to be x over 3 plus, and it's going to be what divided by 3 gives you 2. That's going to be 6 over 3 equals x plus 1 over 2. Now from this I can then combine the first two, so I get x plus 6 over 3 equals x plus 1 over 2, and then at this stage here what I can do is cross multiply. So what I've got is I've got 2 lots of x plus 6 equals 3 lots of x plus 1. Expand the brackets, so I get 6x plus 12 equals 3x plus 3. Take the smallest x and the numbers over to the side, so end up with 9 equals x, so x equals 9. Moving on to question 4, it says here are two number machines. Both machines have the same input of x. Work out the value of x when a equals b. So what we need to do here is rewrite these function machines using algebra. So here we get a equals, and it's going to be 5x minus 2, and b equals, and it's going to be x plus 1 multiplied by 3. So this is what the two function machines actually look like. So from this what I can then do is make the two things equal to each other. So from this what I've got is I've got 5x minus 2 is equal to 3 lots of x plus 1. Expand the brackets on the right hand side, I get 3x plus 3, 5x minus 2. Taking x's all onto one side, end up with 2x minus 2 equals 3, 2x equals 5, so x equals 2.5 or 5 over 2, whichever floats your boat. For question 5, it says the diagram shows two rectangles, all dimensions are in centimetres. It says the shaded area is 84.5, and the question is asking us to work out the perimeter of the white rectangle. So in terms of this, what we need to do is find out what x is first. So in terms of this, what we need to do is that the shaded area, as with most things, is going to be equal to the area of the big shape minus the area of the small shape. So in terms of the area of the big shape, so big area is going to be equal to base times the length, which is 7 lots of 2x plus 3, which is 14x plus 21. Now in terms of the small area, well, that's going to be 3 lots of x minus 1, which is 3x minus 3. So from this, what we've got is we've got that 14x plus 21 minus 3x minus 3 equals 84.5. So from this, what we can then do is we can expand the brackets. So I've got 81 minus 3x plus 3 equals 84.5. And then collecting the like terms, I end up with 11x plus 24 equals 84.5. And then from this, I've got that 11x equals, and it's going to be 84.5 minus 24, which gives me an answer of 60.5. And so x equals 60.5 divided by 11, which gives me 5.5. Now I've not finished the question because the question's asked me to work out the perimeter of the white. So in terms of the, if I just halve this so you can see it all on the screen, so the perimeter of the white rectangle, I can spell it, which clearly I cannot. No idea what. Yeah, so let's rub that out and write it properly. So rectangle is going to be equal to 3 plus x minus 1 plus 3 plus x minus 1. Now if x is 5.5, I've got 3 plus 5.5 minus 1 plus 3 lots, or 3 plus 5.5 minus 1. So that becomes 3 plus 4.5 plus 3 plus 4.5. So I get 9 plus 6, which is 15 centimeters. So then the perimeter of the white rectangle is going to be 15 centimeters. Then moving on to our last question, so question 6, all we've got to do is solve this. So first thing I'm going to do is take the 2 over to the other side. Now the key thing to remember is that everything has been multiplied by 2, so I've got 3w minus 5 equals, and then 2 lots of w plus 2, so 3w minus 5 equals 2w plus 4. Take the w's over to one side, so end up with w minus 5 equals 4. Take the 5 over by adding 5, and we get an answer of 9. And that concludes this topic test.